Let's turn to our next story now. Israel has launched its first strike on Beirut in months, saying it has killed Hezbollah's chief of staff, Haytham Tabatabai. The Israeli military describes the man as one of the group's most senior commanders responsible for its military buildup and operations across the region. The strike hit a residential block in the Haret Harik area of southern Beirut, which is an Iran-backed Hezbollah stronghold. In fact, Israel's latest strike also comes amid near-daily Israeli attacks across southern Lebanon. Lebanese officials say 5 people were killed and at least 28 were injured in the strikes. Lebanese president even called the strike aggression and urged international intervention. On the other hand, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the operation was approved after recommendations from his defense minister and the Israeli defense chief. He said Israel will continue targeting anyone who tries to rearm Hezbollah or threaten northern Israeli communities.
The IDF assassinated Ali Tabatabai, the chief of staff of the Hezbollah terror organization. Tabatabai is a murderer. This is the force that prepared to conquer the Galilee and slaughter many of our citizens. Recently, he led the renewal of Hezbollah's efforts to rearm after the severe blows that Hezbollah suffered during Operation Pager, the damage to its missile stockpiles, and of course, the assassination of Nasrallah. I thank the IDF and the security forces who carried out a professional, precise, and successful operation today.
This is the first acknowledged strike on Beirut since June, when Israel hit what it said were underground drone sites. Earlier strikes in 2024 had already killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah and severely damaged the group's high-ranking network. Now, in response to the IDF strike, Hezbollah officials say the strike crosses a red line and that its leadership will decide how to respond. Hezbollah issued a statement confirming Tabatabai's death, describing him as a senior commander who remained engaged in confronting Israel until his final moments. The group also highlighted his long-standing leadership role, and in a sharp rebuke, Iran condemned the strike, accusing Israel of carrying out what it called a quote-unquote cowardly assassination of Tabatabai. Reports suggest that Iranian Foreign Ministry also said that Israel's action would not go unanswered. The United States designated the Iran-backed Hezbollah chief a terrorist in 2016, saying he commanded Hezbollah units in Syria and Yemen. Washington had even offered up to $5 million for information on him. Under last year's US-brokered ceasefire, Hezbollah was expected to withdraw from areas south of Litani River and hand over heavy weapons, while Israel was expected to withdraw its military forces from southern Lebanon. Hezbollah, however, has claimed that Israel has been hitting quote-unquote every part of Lebanon since the US-brokered ceasefire was put in place a year ago. Israel and the US have been putting pressure on Lebanon to disarm Hezbollah. Netanyahu said that under his leadership, Israel will not allow Hezbollah to rebuild its power or return as a threat. Listen in.
Under my leadership, the state of Israel will not allow Hezbollah to rebuild its power, and we will not allow it to return to pose a threat to the state of Israel. I expect the Lebanese government to fulfill its commitment to disarm Hezbollah, because only in this way will every citizen of Lebanon have a better future, and only in this way will there be a good and secure neighborly relationship between Israel and Lebanon.
The Hezbollah leader's death now places both sides at another inflection point. As tensions rise, both sides now wait to see whether this strike triggers an escalation or remains a content show of force in a fragile truce.
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shaped nations. They scarred generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power. Firstpost reveals their truth.